Hello and welcome. Today, I am myself, Macaulay Amobi, and Ikran Ahmed will be presenting an online Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game made by HTML, CSS, and PHP. Now, before we talk about our project, we should talk about the game and why we made our own version of this game. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a quiz competition with contestants attempting to win a top prize of a standard $1 million or another prize by answering series of multiple choice questions, usually of increasing difficulty. The core challenges of this project is going to be designing an interactive and engaging game that is fun for players while maintaining accurate game accuracy and difficulty. Already existing similar games lack the vibrant and engaging tone needed to make the game more lively. Therefore, an improvement, I believe, is necessary. The objective of this project is to create a user-friendly and interactive digital game that replicates and improves the fun of the original Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. By developing an engaging and intuitive user face, we ensure compatibility across all platforms, implementing dynamic and randomized questions to maintain game integrity. Now, these are the challenges we came across while working on the project. The first one was maximizing user engagement, that is, finding ways to make the game both competitive and enjoyable for over a long period of time for our players. The second challenge was a technical challenge. We had problems ensuring proper user experience amongst different screens and devices. And the last one was question quality and variety. This was ensuring the questions listed in the game are diverse and accurately balanced according to each difficulty.
Okay, this is our Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. We have three options at the bottom. We have a how to play option, we have a login option, and we have a sign up to play option. Going to the how to play page, this explains the rules of the game. It says contestants must answer a series of 15 multiple choice questions to win increasing amounts of money. There is no time limit, and players receive 3 lifelines to help with questions. The game is divided into 6 difficulty levels. Now, in order to play this game, a user has to sign up and log in first. So go into the sign up page.
So for the sign up page, the user needs to enter a username. So we can do Joe123. And then we can enter our password 1234. And then the user must re-enter the correct password. So 1234 again, and click sign up. And once we sign up, this information will be added to the user text file. And now the game is prompting us to go to the login page. So when we click the login page, now we can enter the username and password that we just entered. So Joe123. And for the password, 1234. And then we can log in to play the game.
So we have the game page here. We have the username. Because we entered Joe123, we have Joe123 score, which is for now 0. So for question 1, it says, what color is the sky on a clear day? The answer is blue. Once we hit submit blue, our score goes up by 1,000 since we got the answer correct. Now the second question, what is the capital of France? Which is Paris. When we hit submit, since we also got the answer correct, our money keeps going up. We have 3 options at the bottom here. To help with questions, we have ask a friend, 50-50, and ask the audience. We also have the walk away option. So for the third question, it says, which fruit is known for its high potassium content, which is a banana. Submit. We got the answer correct, so our money keeps going up. Fourth question, which gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere, which is carbon dioxide. Submit. Our money keeps going up. Question 5, What is the smallest prime number? My partner can help me. My partner can help me with this one.
The answer is 2.
2. Submit.
Yeah.
The next question: what animal is known as the king of the jungle? We have the lion. Submit. Our money keeps going up until we reach the end of the round or we fail a question. So for question 7, what is the main ingredient in guacamole? Which is an avocado. Submit. Question 8, in which continent is Egypt located in? Africa. Submit. Question 9, what is the chemical symbol for gold? If my partner can help me with this one.
I think it's AG.
Since we got the question
What?
wrong, the game terminates and it shows us our highest score. Since we didn't reach the end of the round, we won $0. Now you have the option to play again or return to the home page.
Here we have the code highlights for the homepage.html. This is the homepage of the game. This is where you can access all the available options like login, sign up, or look at how to play, the rules of how to play the game. It is made using a simple design of 2 bottom and top divs. The options are listed below in the bottom divs. This is the code highlights for how to play.html. This is the how to play page. It basically shows the user how the game works and lists the rules. It also shows the level of difficulty in the game for each round.
Code highlights for the sign up PHP. This is a PHP page where the user can enter a username and password to sign up to play the game. Then they will also have to re-enter their password to make sure it is correct. This form uses the style form CSS to style it with a consistent color theme. The username and password is required to log in and play the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. This information will be posted to the sign up submit PHP. Code highlights for the sign up submit PHP. This is the PHP page where the username and password is posted to. The password and the re-entered password is compared to each other to see if it matches. If it does not, the user will be given an error message to try again and will be given a link to go back to the sign up page. If the user re-enters the same password correctly, then the password will be encrypted using the password hash function. This will ensure security because the passwords will not be visible to anyone. The user data will be put into the user text file. Code highlights for the user's text file. This is a text file that stores the user's username and password. This acts as a database where the user's password is stored using password hash encryption to prevent the user's password from being visible. Code highlights for the login PHP. This is the login PHP page where the user can enter the username and password that they used to sign up in the sign up PHP page. The login form uses the style form CSS to have consistent color theme as the other pages. Code highlights for the login submit PHP. This PHP page will check if the username and password that the user enters is correct by looking in the user's text file, which stores the user data. If the correct username and password is not found in the user text file, an error message will occur that will give the user a link back to the login PHP page to try again. If the username and password is found in the user's text file, then the user will be directed to the game PHP page where the game will be played. Code highlights for the style form CSS. This is the style shape for the login and sign up page. These pages have a dark blue background and white text. The form has a gold color background with dark blue fields which match the color theme of the game logo. The form button is dark blue with gold text. The form button has a cursor transition when the user hovers their mouse over it. Code highlights for the game PHP Part 1. When the session starts, the PHP page checks if the user is logged in. If not, it takes the user to the login page. There is an array of questions where each question is stored as an associative array with details like the question text, the answer options, the correct answer index, and the points awarded to the user. It organizes all the quiz data in one place which makes it easy to access each question and its details. Code highlights for game PHP Part 2. This code contains the main logic of the game. First, it checks if the question index, which keeps track of the current question, is set in the session. If not, it initializes the game by setting the question index to 0 and starting the score at 0 points. Then it gets the current question from the questions array based on the question index. When the player submits an answer, the code checks if it's correct. If the answer is correct, the player's points are updated by adding the question's points value, and the game moves to the next question. If the answer is wrong, then the score is set to 0 and the game ends by redirecting to a game over page with the final score. If the player answers all the questions correctly, the game also ends and shows their final score. Code highlights for the game Style CSS Part 1. The background of the game PHP is an image of a stage with 2 chairs. The questions are displayed in the middle of the web page. The questions and options are displayed in a dark blue div. The options are displayed in a grid column, so it looks similar to the official Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game layout. Code highlights for the game Style CSS Part 2. The lifeline options have a gold background for a consistent design color theme. The lifeline uses Flexbox to format the options with an aesthetic layout. The links in the game PHP have no text decoration for design purposes. The scoreboard with the game level image is positioned on the top right corner of the web page. The user score is displayed underneath it with the same gold background color and rounded corners. The logout button is placed in the top left corner with a gold background and rounded corners as well. Code highlights for Game Over PHP. This PHP page destroys the session when the user loses or wins the game. The page displays the user score and the high score for the game by using a cookie that will last for 30 days. First, the high score will be set to 0, and if the user's points is greater than the high score, it will be updated with the new one. The user is given an option to play the game again by logging back in or to return back to the home page. Code highlights for the logout PHP. This is the logout PHP page. It destroys the current session and resets all the session variables. Then the user is taken back to the home page HTML.
Conclusion and next steps. So the summary of the key takeaways were we developed a front-end user face for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and we added PHP code for login and sign-up functions. Our future plans include to introduce a multiplayer option for better engagement and more fun with your friends, and add more difficulty options. Now I'm going to talk about how we applied the Kanban methodology as we worked on this project. We applied the Kanban methodology by having daily stand-up meetings either on Discord chat or Discord voice call. In these meetings, we discussed the tasks we had done, the tasks we will do, as well as any challenges we faced while doing the project. We also implemented WIP limits when we did specific tasks for the day. This helped us boost the accountability and helped resolve issues we had very quickly. It also made the workflow very flexible.